Listen to the sound, the CLP.
What up, family? Kings and queens, everyone out here, all beans. What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing out there? You know what I mean? Here on another walk and talk day. And the download hit me this morning when I was breaking the fast for Junior. You know what? We're definitely gonna talk about this. Maybe the last video I was watching, when they talking about hell state, heaven state, you know? And I was thinking it has to be your state of mind. Because we put ourselves in these positions that we're living. You know what I'm saying? And you feel how you feel from your environment, how you're perceiving things, what's going on in society. You know what I mean? Then what you were taught and learned and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Builds you up, how you feel about things. So that give you that state of mind. And with that state of mind, now you gotta survive this life. It's all loud. Okay, with that state of mind, you gotta survive this life and find out who you are as you growing and moving in this 3D, this third dimension, you know what I mean? Hey, what's up? So that's the vibe today. What is your state of mind? And you have to cultivate a state of mind that's gonna get you to a place in this 3D where you can win in life, and at the end of this shit, you can ascend. So you gotta get your state of mind and build your state of mind. You know, there's so much to learn, and once you understand that, you're gonna deep dive. You know what I mean? So on this walk and talk, let's just hold a vibe. You know what I mean? What's your state of mind?
Listen to the sound, the CLP. Okay, that was kicking a little bit. A little AK-47 and get my day going. Whew. It's not cold, but you feel a presence. But the air is moist because it's supposed to be snowing. It's been snowing all morning. But as you can see, it don't look like it's snowing, right? Yeah, it's what's coming down. But yeah. How's everyone doing? Hope all is well, and if not, get back to this thing as soon as possible, you know what I mean? Sooner than later so you can add to your thing. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know, we walk and talk, walk for the health, and talk for reasoning. And get some better understanding of things. Understanding of what's going on. Shit. Realizing, come to the fact that we are in a game. You know? We're in the Matrix game. And it's a play on life. And it's real as life itself. It's real as the words you speak and the energy that comes behind the words. You know what I'm saying? And how things affect you. Now realizing that the words that you speak affect you, and you think it's other conditions or it's coming from the outside and other people, when actuality is within you. And you're the universe yourself. A world within the world. We're in the Matrix, and you are the world in this Matrix game. In the world within the world. The cosmos, the spiritual shit. You know? So when we're born into this world through the portal of our mom, and we're born in as the baby, and we learn what we learn, and when we get into what we get into, makes you feel how you feel. And everything you learn and the environment that you're accustomed to, how your perception is, gives you the state of mind you're moving throughout this game. You're growing and building throughout this game. And now that we're in the information age, information is coming out, like key information is coming out to show that everything's a lie. We're in a hologram illusion that's playing on yourself on a subconscious level, playing on your conscious, that you are aware. It's like life is like lucid dreaming, you know? And you know, I did my video, I don't dream, but I understand the concept of lucid dream. Lucid dream is when you're dreaming and you are aware of dream, that you are in a dream and it's not the reality here in the third dimension. But a dream is a different dimension that's all around in the spiritual world. We're so accustomed to the physical that we don't think about the spiritual and the spiritual aspect of things. But that's part of the game construct of the Matrix. Makes you can't think that deep. But yes, you can. If you allow yourself to think that deep of how things are. But your perception of things gives you a state of mind that you're in. And that state of mind, you're growing with and going through this game. Before you wake up, you don't know, so you're just moving along. But you're making conscious decisions unconsciously that's gonna build your future up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of distractions come, a lot of choices to make. Early out, me in the system, navigating through the school system, learning, as they say, they're teaching us, and we have to learn and pass these things to go on in the different levels of the Matrix game that we don't know we're playing because we think this is life. You know? And a lot of us don't wake up to the fact that this is a game and it's being played on us. They're using your energy to project the life that you're living. You know what I'm saying? And the state of mind you're in, you're gonna project the life
that you're projecting subconsciously. Because at the end of the day, these eyes just give us a view of what's going on in this third dimension. You know what I'm saying? These eyes give us a physical explanation of what's going on in the third dimension. Everything else is thought. And you can see thought. And when you can see those thoughts clearly, you're in different dimensions. You know what I'm saying? On this life journey that we're on in this third dimension, your state of mind has to be built. Because your state of mind gonna have you rise to the different dimensions or fall into the lower dimensions. You know? I was watching a video and it's talking about there's a hell state, there's heaven states, and in-between states. And they're all real. Remember, everything in the physical, the spiritual, is everything. What you can perceive is actually real in another realm. In the spiritual world. That's why you can perceive it here in the physical. But in the physical, we're limited. And now we can perceive things. Actually, believable things. You can perceive anything. But in the 3D, in the physical world right here, you think it's not real. You think stuff is impossible. Well, impossible, there's possible in it. Just minus the M. And you get possible. Because remember, the English English language is words put together, so you have to look at the content and the intent behind it. You know what I'm saying? I did that video. You have to have a winning state of mind to win in this matrix, in this game. You know? You have to play the game to win. At first, you have to play the game. And then, you really have to know that this is a game. And it's being played on you. And it's unfortunate a lot of people don't know it's a game they play. And they're thinking life and they're living life and thinking this is it in existence. But no, there's not. This is one aspect of existence. In the third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension. What's the video? They said so far they discovered 144 dimensions in Ascension. You're talking different worlds, different planets. You see, NASA, science have you believing all that shit is physical. Planets and different worlds is physical. Nah, man, all that is spiritual. The third dimension, where we are, is physical. And because of the state that we are in, we think this is the only one, the only dimension. You know? So we'll put it all in this. All in yourself, understanding you, and understanding the elements, and understanding life and everything that's around us. But no, you put you all into the matrix and survive in the matrix. And you think it's the only thing. Survive in the matrix. Survive in the matrix. And you're not building yourself up and equipping yourself for different dimensions. You know what I mean? You're not looking in yourself for who you are truly, the talents that you have within yourself. Because you're surviving. You know what I mean? And once you get in that state of mind of survival, there's nothing else that's more important because you're surviving. And you gotta make sure you're okay to survive another day. When you're surviving, and okay, you're gonna live. But how you gonna live? You know you're gonna live like that forever? That's why there's ascensions and different levels. The matrix will have you stuck at the bottom level, the ground level. And going and going and going and going. You're already doing stuff to throw your psychic and throw your state of mind off. Have you confused in this reality. All the distractions because it's a game. You're born into this game. Ongoing game. You know? But when you dig deep dive into history and see it wasn't like this at one point, but it became this. There you go, good and evil, all that good stuff. But don't get distracted by all of that. Stay focused on the reason for your being in the third dimension. All that will come back to you once you switch your focus onto you. And what are you doing here and the reason here? And how you gonna play out this game, you know what I'm saying? Discovering yourself, discovering your talents, so you can shine in this game. And your talent gonna put you in position in this game, you know what I mean? Believe in yourself and what's coming through with you. Believe in what you can achieve. Believe in what you can perceive and you can achieve. Believe in that winning life state of mind. You know what I mean? A winning mind life state. Believe in all these things and it shall be. Because you are the world living in the world. You're a universe in another universe. You know what I'm saying? You are a universe that's a being in the world. All this stuff is illusion. But the 3D makes it feel one. And they always say this, because of the slowest vibration there is, make this the physical form. For so long, I heard that nothing is one. But because of the slow vibration, cells clustering and becoming together and making the tree appear, making the ground appear solid. But it's all moving, just at different vibrations. And now, there's lives in the elements, lives in different levels of vibration. Solid, air, solid, liquid, gas, which is technically air, and energy. And the energy comes through as plasma. You know what I'm saying? So all these things that's coming through, this information is coming out. Hello, how you doing?
Good. What do you see there?
Oh, me?
Your phone?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just doing talking and stuff,
Oh.
making videos. But the crazy thing is this, all those elements are within you. And it's building up your physical form to be here in the 3D presently. Your mind is one thing, your physical body is one thing. You have to put it together to control. Because your body gonna feel a certain way, your mind gonna feel a certain way. Sometimes one's over there, over there. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit that hops in can go either way. But now, you the conductor, realize that you're getting messages, downloads from above, from your soul, that's conducting your spirit to tell, go up top, to control down here. So above, so below, so up top, control down here, and move as one. Success is imminent when you understand what you're capable of, what you can do. What you took with you from the cosmos will come back to you. So above, so below, right? What you are up there can manifest through you here. But you have to discover that though. And that's where you come, dig deep and you look within yourself. And build that state of mind up of the character that you are. The entity or the being that you are being in this third figure dimension. Because once you ascend, you back to be who you are, truly. But you have to listen to the downloads that's coming to you. You know what I'm saying? It gets deep. But this is life we're living. And coming out of the sleep state that's set in the matrix, have everyone asleep and looking straight forward like a robot, not thinking, just doing. You know what I'm saying? Just going and going and going. And then that throws psychological effects on you, which you don't know what to think, so you're just reacting. That stuff can drive anybody crazy. You know? And when people don't understand the downloads that's coming to them because of the nature of the Matrix and Hollywood and all the psychological movies, now you don't understand how to accept what you're receiving or translate what you're receiving. You know what I'm saying? So you block all that stuff, getting to who you are. But you got to understand, the Matrix is so much, it's set up in all parts of life. You got to be aware that this is a game. You got to be aware and conscious of you, conscious of the physical. You know what I mean? That you are a spirit in this third dimension moving around the physical. And now you have this experience called life. The game's already set up though. So when you're born as a child, you think this is it. And if none of your family members or people that surround you don't get it, they're all gonna say this is it. But somebody's gonna wake up. And in these times, information is coming out. I'm born in the 80s and information been coming out since. So it's like, my generation is born in the last of times of the old age, old world. And like in the history books, this is the new world. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. Now the last is coming up now. Everybody at that time to shine. In these times, walk and talk. What's your state of mind? You gotta protect your state of mind, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to how you're moving and how you're thinking. Because in this Matrix, it's designed to throw you off and keep you off course. Wonder why you ain't making it. Even though situations ain't turn out right, but you don't hold on to shit that ain't right, you know what I mean? You just keep moving forward once you pass that situation and learn from things that don't work. Build your state of mind up. You know what I'm saying? Know that nothing is what it is here in this Matrix, yo. But you, so what you make it to be. So you have to stay clear of all the nonsense that's spreading out there. You know what I'm saying? Shit out the gate, they already got this. But it's okay. The times you are in, these times that we are in, you can get past the lies and the nonsense. You can get through this Matrix. But you gotta be a success. You know what I'm saying? And I always say that your talent will get you the bag. Cultivate that talent and use that talent for your benefit. You know what I'm saying? That don't stop. Life is what it is, yo. It is what it is, but it also is what you make it. Just because you're seeing this going one direction and trying to paint a picture, you gotta understand. The Matrix being controlled is a maze. You gotta understand. The controllers of the Matrix set this up in a way that them and their generation can keep going. You know what I mean? Them and their generation can flourish and enjoy this experience. But it's up to you to realize what the hell's going on, you know, and listen to yourself for those downloads. And if you don't get those downloads, you're gonna have your DNA. So you gotta understand where you come from and your family members and where your DNA is from, because DNA stores information. And the generation where you're from is gonna be in that DNA, your bloodline. So sometimes you realize you're becoming a character that's like, hold on. Then you gotta look back in DNA and say something must be coming up, triggering memories. You know? And the illest video I caught the other day, they were talking about parasites. And now there's parasites that's other beings, you know what I mean? Because we are in the world and there's so many different types of beings, and these parasites hopping you in control over you, but you think it's you. You know what I'm saying? They attach to your thoughts, your process, and you think it's you. So you gotta be aware of the character that you're becoming. You know what? But it's influenced by your environment and the people that surround you. And then the lack of you paying attention to yourself. You know what I mean? Get lost in the sauce quick, man. Gotta pay attention, y'all. Word up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta prepare yourself. You gotta build your state of mind up. You gotta build yourself up with information. And the information that you build up, you're gonna know who you are. Because remember, on this journey, on this experience, we're building character. So we can go on in other dimensions, in other life experiences. Because existence don't stop. And once you are, you are. You know? Now if you ain't got no soul, I don't know what happened to those beings that don't have a soul. But I receive a lot of downloads and directions, and when I'm not paying attention, my feet are still marching in the direction I'm supposed to go, because at the end of that march, you see that you're supposed to be in this position. You know? And that time, there's that saying that if it's not your time, it's not your time. But at the end of the day, when it's right, you know? When you gotta shine, you gotta shine. So you gotta stay in the grind. You gotta stay focused and build up that state of mind. You know? That winning mind state that I was speaking about in my other video last year. You know what I mean? There's some real shit, yo. There's power in the tongue. So watch what you say. And remember, thoughts are matter. Thought is real as you put it in reality. It's just that thoughts are in the spiritual world now, and I'm learning that too. So I'm working on mind control because I'm understanding all these things that we're talking about out here. Because remember, shit, I've been sleeping 40 years. Now I'm 42, 2 years waking up and just moving different in the matrix and receiving a lot of information and working on meditation. I still haven't got to the dream state yet, but I dream every now and then, so I know it's piece by piece. We get into the state that we gotta be in. But it's all love, so once it's all love, you build and grow from that. You know what I mean? Listen. Once it's all love, it don't matter what's going on. Because that battle is on and we understand that. You know? The winners of the battles got the matrix on lock, but look like the matrix breaking down. Because look how nice it is, and it was snowing this morning. It's predicted to go snowing like crazy later, and then later on in the week, it's supposed to be sub-zero temperature. But what's crazy the last couple of nights, right? I've been out biting a spliff, because I like the vape and all, but the spliff is the thing, right? Now, I don't know if that's neighborhood or not, but 1 minute it's cloudy, that 1 minute that all the clouds are gone. And you already know the clouds are made, and you already know that they're spraying that chemical trail stuff in the sky, make it look cloudy, mix it with the clouds and all of that. And I seen the planes early in the morning too, spraying the stuff. Then the weather is predicting snow, and then they're predicting sub-zero temperature. But then every time I see the planes flying around spraying shit, who's controlling the weather? That's the proof right there. You know what I'm saying? So while the matrix continues to break down, all sorts of shit gonna be going on. Cause remember I said it, what, 1950, 1975, I don't know what year they got together, but they realized that in order for this matrix to continue, they need all sorts of wild shit going down. They can't have peace and happiness and joy. They need war and destruction and instability. There's people up and stressing. And to know people gonna want to worry about living and surviving. So that's all people gonna be focused on, not paying attention to what's going on. But now we're in 2023. 1975 is a while back. That's almost 100 years ago. You feel me? So all that shit is gonna break down now.
Listen to the sound.
And look at all the different ages in life. But he don't know what to believe with so much lies that's been spread and taught.
Listen to the sound.
That's why you trust and believe in the downloads that's coming to you. Understand that who you are. You know what I mean? Do that work. Do that work on yourself. You know what I mean? Channel Star. So it's all about your state of mind that's gonna get you to ascension. And actually, all that crazy hell shit, you wanna go into a dimension when you get out of here, and be stuck up in here. Because remember, we're creating our life and we're creating everything. So what you think, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if you're up here stressing and depressing and keep yourself in a health state and situations in reality that you got yourself in plaguing on your mind, you wonder why you transition into that, then you're gonna stay in that dimension. You're gonna stay in that state. You know? The illest saying I heard from all them videos I'm watching says, close your eyes. You're in the middle of the universe. And now, if you learn, you can astral travel and project and all of these things. Stuff that's hidden from us. And they're trying to say a cult and they scare us and call us what? Spirits and guppy and all these shits. But that's just the other aspects of existence. The stuff that we ignore because of the construct of the settings of the society of life that we're living and how it's set up is all controlled. WWF. Now the sport leagues. But this is the Matrix though. Entertain the minds. You know what I mean? Keep it distracted. So you keep yourself distracted. Remember, you are in control of what you do, your choices and your decisions. And mind control is real because the Matrix is set up to keep you distracted. And your choices and decisions, sometimes, they influence your decisions by the stuff that put around you in your environment. And it's maze. Block all your exits. Block all the information that's from coming to you. Then they just go one way into the trap. You know? And pray that you stay distracted enough to not see where you're going. If you fall prey, you fall victim. And now, you're stuck in that because of this, because of that victim mentality. You're stuck in that hell because of decisions and choices. You know what I'm saying? And if you transition with those things in your mind, you'll be stuck in hell. Channel stuff. Yeah, that video was deep. Who was talking about the hell state and all of that? Deep. But it's all in your mind. And you make that way. You know? Things that happen, you will happen. It's fucked up. But it's about understanding and growing. So you don't want to be stuck in a bad position because, you know, when bad things happen, you're fear and you don't want to have that mind state on you, you know? It's fucked up, man. This is the reality that we're living, right? So let's stay focused and stay building and keep learning, you know? And know that the motto is all love. A lot of stuff's gonna come around, but with that love energy is gonna keep you protected. And with information and more understanding, you know, hey, I'm learning as I go. There's a lot of stuff I gotta learn, but
Listen to the sound.
you know what I mean? Being woke to those inklings, you feel better than before because at least you know, okay, it's a setup. It's set up the way the things are, the way the things are. It's set up because of that. Because somebody's deliberately doing things. You know what I'm saying? Genres. So much stuff. You know? Yeah, today was a full walk. So I'm going to catch you on the next walk and talk, y'all. But just build up your state of mind as you move forward on this journey. You know what I'm saying? The next walk and talk is all love.